I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. I was shocked. And I remember Colin is the biological dad, and he said, well, you have options. And so I was like, well, I need to do the abortion, because I just felt like all my emotions would go away, like nothing happened. I already had 2 kids, Tegan, 4, and Emerson, 6 months. I knew that it would be very overwhelming with 3 kids and in a new relationship also. It's a lot to handle. I did not want to be pregnant at all.
Courtney came in and I could tell right away she was scared and unsure. We started talking about how she was feeling as far as options were concerned. What was she considering? Parenting, adoption, abortion. And we talked about the importance of receiving an ultrasound, and she thought that that was a good idea.
And when I saw the baby, it was really small, but I could see the heartbeat. And we watched it, and then we heard it. I went into the appointment thinking that I was gonna do the abortion and just get it over with. Yeah, but it didn't go that way.
During the ultrasound, I asked Courtney, how do you feel about what it is we're witnessing on the screen? And she had said, it's making me change my mind.
It was a little baby inside of my tummy, but I couldn't feel her on the outside, so I didn't even, if I didn't take a pregnancy test, I would have no idea. But like watching the baby on the screen, it was like, wow, that's a life.
In our initial appointment, we had briefly touched on adoption, but it wasn't an idea that she really wanted to pursue further at that time. However, 4 months later, she had said, I think I'd like to explore the option of adoption a little bit further now.
Nicole helped me. She gave me Jeannie's number. Jeannie is the caseworker at Christian's Adoption Center. I kind of relied on her for everything. She kind of became my mom in a way. She's 6 years older than me. But yeah, like she was just really there for me, and she helped me. I was so worried about the adoption and how I'd feel afterwards. And yeah, she was just so comforting. My due date was January 14th. Jill and Alex are the adoptive parents. We met January 2nd, and I told them that this is their baby and they can decide on whatever they want. If they want to be in the room, if they want to wait out the room. I was in labor for like 4 hours maybe. Like I got to the hospital and I was 8 centimeters. And so I had no idea if they're gonna be in the room, but they showed up. They were speeding the whole way. And I was about to push, and it took 3 pushes. And I remember like that moment, like all the doctors and nurses were like, she's almost here, keep pushing. And I was thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I going to say? Like, am I gonna hold her? And so they put her on my chest, I remember, and she was like screaming. And so I just grabbed her little finger and she held on to it. I had no idea what to do at that moment, and it made me so sad. And so tears were just coming down, and I'm like, I'm putting my baby up for adoption, and like I was numb. And I looked over and I saw Jill and Alex, adoptive parents, with the baby, and they were crying and holding hands, and they were just loving on her, and like my whole mood just changed. And I was like, Jeannie, will you get a picture of that? And like I made them parents, and I was so happy for them. It was about 4 hours after I gave birth. They got their own room and everything, so they could do skin to skin. And so they came and visit me, and I asked them what they're gonna name her, and they said, can we decide together? And I said, oh, like, what? This is your child? And they were like, we're thinking about Felicity. It means pure happiness. And I said, that is such a perfect name. It's so hard because I was in that position where I didn't want to do the adoption. I thought that I couldn't do the adoption. And I thought abortion would be the easy way out. That's so hard, because looking back, I was like in such a dark place. And if I did the abortion, I feel like I would not be the same. It just makes me so happy knowing that I did the right thing, that I gave Alex and Jill a little girl that they love so much. Watching Jill and Alex at the baby warmer, like I wish I could just give them 20 more babies. They were so in love.